guys, this video is all about the core. It's a really strong flow that's going to help you find that strength that we need to keep ourselves safe in our practice. So let's come to stand at the top of the mat. To begin with, let's just draw the big toes to touch. You can leave a little bit of a gap between the heels. Maybe it feels good on the hips for the outside edges of the feet to be parallel. And then imagine that in that gap or that space between the heels that your tailbone is lengthening down. So rather than sticking the bottom out or trying to tuck the pelvis under, feel as if the tailbone is lengthening beneath you. And then the diaphragm lifts up and underneath the rib cage, the belly button draws to the spine. We're lifting through the pelvic floor, so we're drawing in these energy locks within our body. We've got Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha switched on. As you inhale, keep that energy through the core. As you inhale, reach the arms over the head. Interlacing the fingers, reach the first finger up to the sky and just draw out of the waist. So you're not leaning the upper body back, you're not taking the bend into the lower back, you're lifting up and out of the rib cage to find a little bit more length. Take a couple of deep breaths here, in and out through the nose, grounding through the feet, lifting up through the arches, drawing the kneecaps away from the shins. Take an inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, start to roll the body over to the right. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the left side of the body as you come over to the left. Beautiful. As you inhale, come back to center. This time releasing the hands down. Let's take them behind the back. Interlace the fingers and draw the chest open. So lifting up out of the waist again. If it feels good, you can drop the head back. And then as you exhale, start to fold the body forwards. Maybe here you want to take the feet hip width apart. Bend the knees and start to send the chest down. So relax the head and the neck, maybe swaying from side to side. Keep the belly button drawn in. And you want to work the palms together, but if the shoulders are tight, then you may feel that they pull apart in order to help you get around any tension across the shoulders. Letting the head soften down, letting everything hang nice and loose. And then soften the arms down onto the floor. As you inhale, lift and lengthen, find a flat back. Start to engage those muscles in the lower back. As you push the chest forward, find a nice long spine. Let's hold it here for another breath. And as you exhale, fold back over the toes. Sweep the arms, look to the thumbs, reach all the way up, pull up through the core. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Close the eyes. Sorry. Hit my mic. Close the eyes and just take a moment to consider an intention here. So perhaps finding a purpose that goes beyond the physical for your practice. Finding a purpose that is meaningful to you. And making a commitment to stay with that intention, to offer up the energy of your practice. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, big sigh. Blinking the eyes open. As you inhale, reach the arms over the head. As you exhale, folding forwards, keep the spine long, belly scoops in. As you inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. As you exhale, plant the palms and step the feet back, coming to your first high plank. So split the energy between the hands and the feet and the energy through the heels so that you're taking some of the weight out of the upper body. And then press through the hands so you're almost doming the upper back. The tailbone lengthens towards the heels. The belly button draws in towards the spine. The diaphragm is moving up and underneath the rib cage. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, release the knees, send the hips to the heels, take a child's pose. Take one deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, big sigh. Walking the hands up towards the knees. Again, scoop the belly in, place the hands on the thighs. Bring the knees a little bit closer together and then take the hands behind the back. So kind of like we were doing before, you're going to interlace the fingers, lift up through the heart center and see if you can find a little bit of space through the chest. So try not to collapse into the lower back or stick the bottom out. Again, you're lifting up out of the waist, moving the rib cage away from the pelvis, broadening the collarbones, maybe letting the head drop back. And as you exhale, folding forwards. And then as you inhale, come all the way back up. Reach the hands out in front of you, press into the palms. Tuck the toes as you lift up to your downward facing dog. And then just take a couple of breaths here, moving through the legs, maybe bending the knees. You can even ripple forwards and backwards. Whatever feels natural in your body, just starting to bring in a little bit of movement. And then coming to stillness in your downward facing dog, lengthen the tailbone nice and high. As you inhale, reach the right leg high behind you. Bend the knee and open up the hip, press into both hands, find space all the way down the right side of the body. And then drawing the core nice and tight as you bring the knee and tap the tricep of the right arm. Super slow as you inhale, taking that leg all the way up and back. This time take the knee across the body. Come to tap the left tricep as you drop the left heel down. Keep the knee squeezing into the chest as you press into the right hand and take the left fingertips high. So you're drawing in through the right side of the waist, lifting up out of the supporting wrist. Take one more breath. And then releasing the hand down as you inhale, take the leg up and back. Come to place the foot between the palms at the top of the mat. And as you reach up, inhale, take the fingertips high. Coming into your high lunge and taking just a couple of moments to set yourself up. Lengthen the fingertips away. Draw up out of the waist. Keep the belly button drawing to the spine so everything's really strong and supported. The chest is moving forwards. As you inhale, reach up through the fingertips. As you exhale, keep the legs where they are. Squeeze the right glutes as you open up, right arm back, left arm forwards. Twisting through the waist as you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, open up to the left. As you inhale through the core, lift the arms right up. And as you exhale, releasing the hands down. Without scraping the right big toe, press into the palms. Draw the knee into the chest. Hold it here just for 2 breaths. Push into the hands. Step back to your high plank. 2 more breaths. Energy through the heels. Shoulders stack above the wrists. And then lower through vinyasa. Beautiful as you inhale. Broaden the collarbones, feel the breath through the front of the body, engage the lower back muscles, and as you exhale, pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, opening the mouth, big sigh to release. As you inhale, sweep the left leg high, bend the knee and open up the hip, pushing into the hands. Feel that space all the way through the left side of the body. Push through the right heel. And then very slowly start to draw the left knee to the left tricep and hold it here really strong. Push the ground away as you inhale, take the leg all the way up and back. This time the knee comes across the body, pulling it into the chest as you drop the back heel down. Press into the left hand as you reach the right fingertips high. I'm eating my necklace. Beautiful, 1 more breath. And then come to place the hand back to the floor. As you inhale, take the left leg high. Bring it forwards, place it between the palms at the top of the mat as you press into the left heel and sweep the fingertips over the head. Beautiful, drawing the belly button in, so feel that length through the front and back of the torso. Rather than sticking your bottom out, keep control through the core. 1 breath in. And as you exhale, open up, left arm back, right arm forward. As you inhale, twisting just from the core. As you exhale, open up to the other side. As you inhale, come back to center, reach a little bit higher. And as you exhale, take the hands either side of the front foot. Without scraping the big toe, pull up through the core, push into the hands, hold it here for 2 breaths. Keep everything really strong. And then step back to your high plank. 2 more breaths here. And with your next exhale, lowering through a vinyasa. Beautiful. As you inhale, lift the knees up, dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, ripple forwards to your high plank. Lead with the belly button. As you exhale, soften the knees and send the hips high, downward facing dog. Rippling through the body, use the core to move smooth. And one more, inhale, come forwards. This time you're going to lower all the way onto the front of the body. Beautiful. Taking the hands behind the back and interlacing the fingers. So you're going to turn the head to the front of the mat. Keep the gaze at the tip of the nose. We're working on the lower back muscles here. So as you inhale, lift the chest up and back. Imagine that you're trying to lengthen the chest away from the pelvis. So really reaching the waist away. Drawing the collarbones broad. One more breath. And as you exhale, lowering back down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Push all the way back to your child's pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, big sigh. Walking the hands back to the knees. Placing them on the thighs. Come to close the eyes and just take a moment, a couple of breaths to come back to your intention. Maybe the hands come to touch at the heart center. And then gently blink the eyes open. Come forward onto all fours, press into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, opening the mouth, big sigh. As you inhale, reach the right leg high. Drawing it forwards, the knee touches the right tricep. From here, take it across to the left tricep, and then back to the right. Keep it really tight as you move to the left. One more time to the right. Last time across the body, and then as you inhale, take the leg up and back. Placing the foot down onto the floor, we'll swap to the other side. So inhale, lifting the left leg high. Drawing it forwards, knee to the left tricep. Really squeeze the obliques. And then draw it across the body to the right. Keep the shoulders square as you inhale back. And then taking the knee across the body. Beautiful. Take this all through the core. One more time to the left. Draw it across the body to the right. And then as you inhale, reach the leg up and back. Release it down to the floor. And then drawing the belly button to the spine, really pushing through the fingertips, lengthening the torso. See if you can pull up so that you lengthen your tailbone away. Just one more breath. And as you exhale, release the knees to the floor. Send the hips to the heels, child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths here in your child's pose. And then when you're ready, bring yourself all the way up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little taster of the kind of yoga that you can do to help strengthen your core. It's a really key part of a strong practice to help keep our bodies safe and healthy. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more, you can check out this playlist over here. You can subscribe to my channel right here. And if you'd like to see more from my blog, then